Hi, everyone. What did I do to my hair? Welcome, 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 welcome. How y'all doing this Friday? It's early, so I'm gonna give people some more time and room and space to come on in the room. So come on up in here. If you have a moment and you don't mind spending those moments with me. How my job, baby? Come on up and through here. I'm gonna let people come in, like they always do, because every time I watch these videos, they say the same thing. We just been in here for a few minutes. We're gonna let people come on in the room. So I'm gonna let people come on in the room. Nobody shows up to the club early. Some people do, but oh, I need to get my Facebook on. And as usual, I'm doing my technical thing over here. So I'm trying to get. So as you all come on, I can see your comments. Some more time, but I got to turn the phone down. There we go. All right. That's better. Please, if you have not, go to the link for StreamYard or go into your settings and allow StreamYard to post your comments. You leave comments. I definitely would love to see them. I want to be able to answer these questions that you all are supposed to be asking, give y'all these updates that y'all are supposed to be giving. So, ouch. I'm going to do a little sharing over here. So I'm sharing the video to some places. So give me a moment if you don't mind. If you don't mind. I am in so many groups and I don't even know this is a lot. I don't even look at all this. That's okay though. I hope everybody is having a wonderful and a blessed day. Again, please allow StreamYard to bring y'all's comments on in here so that I can respond to them. But I am going to get started in a very few minutes. All right, I was just adding a few things. Oh, snap. Oh, I didn't even mean to do that, but I did. Oh, well. God ain't gonna give me smoke without fire. Amen, somebody. Oh my gosh, it's Friday. I think it's 8 p.m. Hey, Carol. Hi. No, I know she's hollering. I can hear you hollering too, by the way. I can hear you. I already hear you. Hey, May. What's going on? I'm going to get started in just a moment. But no, I am started. That's what I said. I said that tonight was all about conversations and, of course, updates on the Academy. Any questions you all have about the Academy, please put them in the comments. Please put them in the comments. Feel free to share this video. I believe I made it public. I think I did. I'm responding to a message right now. So, all right. Some people are just going to have to catch the playback. That's what that's going to be. Because I've had a wonderful, beautiful, blessed, very long day. I have. There are some people that have just sent me messages. Give me a minute. Literally, I love you. You're going to get a minute. Thank you. Thank you, Carol. Thank you so much. And thank you for helping. Thank you for, thank you for that logo, that beautiful logo. Thank you for all of your assistance and help and encouragement. Thank you. Thank you for the resources that you provided for me as well. I appreciate and love you so very much for that. I thank you for that. I truly do. Everybody on here so far has played a major role, whether you've realized it or not, in me manifesting the academy. Everybody on here is an entrepreneur that I can see thus far. So you all know what that's like. And add school and regular life on top of that. And it is definitely a lot, but it has definitely been a labor of love that has been very much worth it. So, hey, Ahati Boo, thanks for coming through. First things first, I wrote some stuff down just to remind me, though, get a little excited and absent-minded sometimes, But I am actually going to go ahead and BBE all day, man. Look, you created it and the phrase and absolutely. And thank you too, because that's my bestie boo. And boy, the stories that she is going to tell. I don't know when, but she has it's going to be some stories. Let's just say somewhere it's a book in there. Somewhere on this journey for her, there is a book in there, and it is sure enough going to be worth the read, and maybe even a podcast. As she also taught me, multiple streams of income. I'm just saying. So, and then there's my jaw on there, who I want to shout out and say thank you to. Thank you for your love and your encouragement as well. Thank you for keeping it 1,000 with me, as well as I, do my best to keep it with you. Thank you for being one of those other motivating forces that help my life and my dreams push forward. I love you and I appreciate you all. I really do. But let me get started real quick. Like I said, some people just might have to catch the playback, and that's okay. Nothing wrong with that. But let me say this now. If you all have any questions, any general questions, or any questions about the academy, please feel free to leave them in the comments and I will answer them while I'm on. And if I miss anything, then I will message you with an answer. But as far as the ages, when the academy started, the ages were supposed to be, I was going to start with the babies. And as I continue to create this curriculum and create this program, Spirit was shifting things. The babies will start next year. They might not start until March, though. But the new start date for the academy is February 26th, 2022. The reason for the change in that date was because I had my Venus and Capricorn natal chart reading, and which I am going to start doing more as I divine and before I move forward on projects and things. But it would not be a positive thing for me to start in January. So the best time for me to start is in February towards the end. I believe Venus's retrograde will be over by then. And I can see those positive aspects of this retrograde come on out. I just want to be obedient. So being obedient to that, February 26, 2022 is when the Academy, the Hala Nuru's Queen's Academy will officially start. You can enroll now. Enrollment is now, and let me say this, you can talk to me. Okay, now my worth is my worth, and I told people I don't negotiate my prices. Okay, but I can work with you. I am willing to work with you. I understand, I want this information. You may even need this information. And in some situations, as spirit leads, there may even be some bartering that can go on, depending upon. I'm not one of those people, my worth is my worth, and I stand on that for a reason. But also, I believe that there are people out there, there are women out there that need the information that Spirit is going to use to bring forth through me for them, and they don't have it. So what am I going to do? That's why I say I'm spirit led, because Spirit is going to lead me to some people and some people to me that they don't have it, but I have what they need. And it's just for me to give it. So like I said, that is a spirit led thing. And talk to me, communicate with me. Let me work it out with you if this is something that you want to do. There are 14 seats in the class, but 2 of those seats will be scholarship seats. So the scholarship requirements, they're really easy. All I'm asking, thank you, I love you. All I'm asking is that you all go on the site and read. Well, first of all, check out the site anyway, which I'm tripping. I don't know why I don't have that up here. Pardon me. I'm about to mess up the church's money. Am I plugged up? We're having some minor technical difficulties, but we'll fix that in just a second. Bear with me. Hold on. If I can find the plug, is there we go. Okay, we're back in business. Everything and every connection has purpose. That's exactly, Carol. It does. Ages, scholarship. Okay, so with the scholarship, I am just asking that you write a 2-paragraph essay for why you think this program can benefit and work for you. And people can say, well, okay, it's a self-care program. What are you going to do? We are going to go through the different levels of self-care. We're going to go through mental, emotional, and there's some other ones in there I'll cover. If you enroll, I'll let you know. But we're going to go through each one of those, and I am currently about to start working on part 2 of that curriculum. So that will be the more advanced. We'll go into those things a little bit more. And let's see. My services are also on the website, which is what I was typing to begin with. I'm going to put the website in here so you guys can check it out if you haven't already. I wish it would automatically pop up. .org. Okay, just wanted to double check and make sure I put that one up in there right. So feel free to check out the site. My other booking services are on there as well. I specialize in tantric practice. That type of healing, it's very sacred to me. It's very special to me, and it comes naturally for me. So that's how I know that that is my path that I am to follow. So check out my services. Book an appointment. I would love to, but all appointments require consultations. I do not work with or on anyone that I have not had a consultation with, because I still have to divine on whether or not I am that healer for you. Just because you book an appointment with someone doesn't mean that that energy is going to connect with your energy. And I might not be the healer for you. And I'm not all about the money. I am really about the healing. So all money is not good money. And I'm more about your healing than that. And with that being said, my services are for my goddesses only or couples. Okay, it's my goddesses. I work with my goddesses. That's my lane. That is a very sacred and intimate type of healing. And because of that, and I am married, and there are boundaries. So I do not work one-on-one with my kings. I can see if I can refer you to someone, that would probably be a better match for you. But that's not what I do unless it is a couple, man, woman, man, man. That's fine. That connection is all about you all walking through that journey and getting that connection with one another. You understand? I'm there. I'm the guide. I'm the healer. I'm the coach. But you are actually healing yourselves. So that's that one. And the reason I bring that up is because this experience is new for me. And with who I'm familiar with, I'm fine. But this business, it takes me into this practice. It takes me into, new circles, meeting new people, getting new clients. So you're working with people, and everybody does not come and show up or book with the right intentions. So I have to protect myself, and my boundaries as well as my practice. That is that one. So as far as the academy is concerned, and any real announcements that I have, that's all I can think of right now. Did you guys have any questions at all? Oh, I can put all of these on here. So I'm having fun with these comments. I'm just putting y'all. So I tell you, I just learned more and more about all of this technical stuff. And y'all just so patient with me. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Look, I'm trying. Okay. I have to pray for clarity often because Lord have mercy. And boundaries are I think boundaries out of all of the things, I love every level that I'll be teaching, but boundaries is my baby. Boundaries, we know we lack boundaries, and it's not always necessarily a lacking. Sometimes we know the boundaries that we need to set. Thank you, Ahati. We know the boundaries that we need to set, but some of us women have been programmed to put others before us, including strangers. You become more consumed with worrying about the feelings of somebody else, even though that situation is making you uncomfortable, where it's like we go into this thing where we feel bad to even say, okay, wait a minute, that doesn't work for me. It may work for you, but that makes me uncomfortable. But we become uncomfortable with the idea that setting our boundaries will make someone else uncomfortable. So boundaries is my baby. I love that part of self-care. Is the homework collective, individual? You know what? That is usually spirit-led. There are times where I have had husbands. I've had the husbands or the boyfriend or the partner. I've had an assignment for the both of them. Now, there's always an assignment for the both of you collectively. And then every now and then there will be, spirit will tell me, okay, he needs this and she needs this, or there's something that they both need, but the one has to do something for the other. So I just go with, wherever spirit leads and whatever, especially after a consultation, to see. And once we get into that space, where the energy goes, how spirit guides what you all need according to that. So yeah. I didn't pick a main. Always. Yeah, and I was answering Carol's question because she had that question right there. A mouthful about the boundaries. I know. Boundaries are so huge, especially with our people, because we've been taught, and not always necessarily intentionally been taught, but our people have had to survive. So some of the tactics and the trauma we've experienced along our lineage, it's just in us to, and we have to, I'm all about working that out. Let's get that generational trauma worked out so that you can be the best you that you can be for you. And therefore, by being the best you can be for you, you then can go forth into the other loved ones. I can't be the most effective mom I need to be for my girls if I'm not taking care of me, if I'm not putting me first, if I'm not knowing when and speaking up when I do know, you know what? I need a minute. I need to rest. And y'all might not understand that, but I'm going to need you to take it up with who, Allah, Buddha, whoever you choose, and ask them for ultimate clarity, but definitely seek your ancestors. But I ain't got an answer, nor do I don't have the capacity right now. And when you tell people that you don't have the capacity, you're not telling them so that they understand it, because they may not. I'm just communicating with you where I am in that moment, and you don't have to like it, because it's not about you liking it. It's about, I have to set my boundaries to protect myself so that I give myself what I need so I can be what everybody else around me needs me to be, if I choose to be that. You know, as being a wife and a mom, some of the things that we've grown through in our marriage, my husband and I, was this, I will say, patriarchal or traditional sense of what our roles were. Who he had his ideas of who I should or was supposed to be according to how he came up. And I had the same thing. And in the beginning of our marriage, I would say things like, my daddy wouldn't even do that. My daddy would make me do that because that's what you supposed to do. No. Little stuff like taking out the trash, it did become an argument. I was like, I had to get the trash from around the house, which is what I did. You take it out, because that's what my daddy did. And I had to grow up and be like, okay, wait a minute. Let me go back. Let me look at that again with me. Because see, if you want change to happen around you, and Jermaine helped me see this. She helped me see this. If you want change to happen around you, you have to work on you. You have to change you. You cannot change anybody else around you. You don't have the power to do that. Because I could yell, fuss, cuss all day. I could be as sweet as pie. And if you don't want to move, if you don't want to do anything, you're not going to. So who do I have control over? That would be me. So what do I need to focus on within myself? But sometimes it's so much easier to look at other people. I don't know where this is coming from, but it's so much easier to look at, yes, I do, to look at other people. You did this, but you did this. Yeah, but you did that. Okay, but we could do this forever until we've chipped away at so much that we chipped away at each other. And I don't even like who the hell you are. Why are you here? That's why boundaries are important. So that was that was my little talk on boundaries and a little bit of marriage and a little bit of, hope you got what you got from it. Let me see. Did you guys have any other questions? Oh, my stars. I did not. The ages for the academy. I know I said the babies would start, but when I said queens, also, I have had some goddesses reach out to me, and rightfully so, and lovingly so, they did. I am going to do I'm going to do it. I am going to do, I'm going to say 2 groups right now, and that will probably change. So I'm telling you now that will probably change. But I'm going to do 2 groups because I am going to do 21 and up. And I'm going to do 21 and up. And then my 18, 19, and 20s. Probably 17, 18, 19, and 20s. And then we'll do my younger ones from there. Now, as I figure that out, I'll post it to the I'll post it to Facebook. I'll post it on the website, definitely, and I will let you guys know as well. Let me see. Carol has said it's almost as if both sexes are taught to hold in their emotions. Women hold in emotions, feelings, dislikes to put others first. Men hold it in because they are taught it is a sign of weakness. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. We are taught that dysfunction, that unhealthy dysfunction. And then we wonder, well, why don't they hear? Well, I said it plain. I said it. I didn't speak Spanish, wasn't in Hebrew. And this nigga just, So, but there's so much that factors in. one of my gifts, and it's a gift, but it also comes with to me, I don't know if I would call it a downside, but when you have the gift of understanding, and I don't always speak to it, so my throat chakra needs to be opened in that area, is when you have a gift of understanding, you will see all sides of a picture. Now, you never fully know everything about it, but as jacked up as the situation can be, you're able to see a lot of what plays or played into it. And people don't always want to hear that. But being understanding, the kind of what I said downside comes with it is because you do understand there are certain things that you allow that you shouldn't sometimes. And that's a part of maturity and growth that I had to get to understand. Even though I understand, it's a limit. You need to know where your boundaries need to be set. So I love you. I know you all will. And it is sad, but you know what? Even there's a lesson in everything if you choose to learn it. My lesson in that situation that I spoke about was, grow up a little bit. But he had a lesson to learn in the situation too. But as far as I had to look at me, what role was I playing in that situation? How could I have done that differently? How can I communicate with him? It's all about elevation. And that's the beauty of it. Even those hard, rough patches, it's all about elevation. When we preach, hey, I'll pass the collection plate, don't play. But it's like, please, if you're new joining and you haven't been on here, let StreamYard approve your comments. You might have to go into your settings to do that. But yeah, Carol, it is. But that's where the Queen's Academy comes in. I'm still and forever will be on my journey of learning self-care. But what I have learned and what I have to offer, I want to do that because I've seen too many of the women in my life, and even being able to observe other women, whether they be in relationships or not. It could be their friendships. It could be even the way that they treat themselves. We play so beneath our worth. And when there's so many things that get in the way of us. Okay, maybe I'm going to be a narcissist if I really do say I'm worth more than that. My prices, for instance. My prices, and me saying my prices are non-negotiable because my worth is not negotiable. That was not easy for me to get to that point to say. It was not easy for me to get to the point and set back. This is a boundaries night. Okay. All right, I hear you. To set my boundaries and my standards. Because when I set my boundaries and my standards, hey, when I set my boundaries and my standards, I risk losing people. And I risk losing people that I love. But that's where my self-love has to be worth more than I love somebody else. The things that we have been programmed and trained to think, and it's a very hard deprogramming once you decide, like 3 years ago, I'm still a babe in this. This is my 3rd year of this part of my spiritual journey. And we know about that shadow work. Life is balance. You have to set those boundaries. And if you choose not to set the boundaries, then you're choosing what goes along with not setting the boundaries. So you can't be mad, angry, and frustrated when people keep calling you asking you to do stuff because they know you'll do it. Why they keep calling me? Why you think they keep calling you? Because you always pick up the phone. And then when you pick up the phone, regardless of what you're in the middle of and what you have to do when you pick up the phone, we know that when we tell you whatever our dilemma is, whatever our issue is, whatever it is, that you're going to try to formulate a plan. Well, you have to ask yourself, why are you so quick to do that? Self. I wasn't even going to do this, but tonight, those that hear, I want you to do, I'm going to say 15 minutes of mirror work. What that is get in the mirror, get in your own face, look, eye gaze with yourself, and have the conversation that you need to have with you. Because as much as we like to act like we don't know what's going on in our own lives, why these patterns keep happening, have you talked to you? So that's another thing we've been trained to believe, that if you talk to yourself, oh, you crazy. I am. Right, exactly. Right, Ken. Right. But I am. And I answer me too. I do. Why wouldn't I? You came here with yourself. You came here with you are a mess. But you came here with yourself. You mean the very person that I was in the womb with, that I was born with, that I was raised with, I'm taught not to even connect with. I got to connect with everybody else, though. Got to have relationships with everybody else. You better love your family, protect your family. Family first, family above everything. But nobody taught you to have that same mentality about yourself. One of the things that birthed this academy was loyalty. This is one of the many things. And I say loyalty because that's what I kept preaching. That's what I kept saying. I kept saying, if you gonna be with me around my circle, we loyal. And I sat up on the side of the bed one day, and things seem to happen when I sit up on the side of the bed. That's when spirit catches me. And I was sitting on the side of the bed, and I was thinking, I think the song Loyalty or These Hoes Ain't Loyal or something was on, and I was thinking about loyalty, and the spirit said to me, stop preaching what you don't do for yourself. How can you expect loyalty from the people around you? But you're not loyal to yourself. You allow yourself to be, first of all, you demean and disrespect yourself by not playing up to your standards and your worth, by not fully understanding what it is to connect with you and love you. You are afraid of yourself. You have to have those conversations. When that came to me, and I started looking into my spirituality, and mirror work it's a book. It's something that came up. And I started just doing the very basics. Looking myself in the mirror. No glasses, just looking dead. I can see they ain't that bad. But I'm looking myself in the mirror. I'm looking myself in the eye. I am really having a conversation with me about me. And I read myself for filth. I'm just going to tell you, child, the things I said to me. I'm glad it was just me and myself and I. It was just the three of us in that room, and can't nothing get out, because the way that they read me, you know what your issues are. You know why these patterns keep happening in your life. You know whether you want to be honest about it or not. That's up to you. But I encourage you, look yourself in the face. You should have accomplished that goal today. Be gracious with yourself, but be honest with yourself. Hold yourself accountable. That's where change starts. When you can hold yourself accountable for your own mess. When I started to work on me, I started seeing the world around me change. I started seeing changes in my husband. I started seeing changes in my kids, and surely a lot of changes in me. I am so far from where I was 3 years ago. So, what you say, Carol, you don't do the mirror talk enough, but that will change. Absolutely. There's nothing that is coincidence. Everything is by divine design. So you are divine in yourself. Go have that conversation with yourself and go be real with you. And I encourage you all, not only when you do the mirror work, what comes forth for you, write it down in your own little private book. Write it down. I had to write it down. Look, it got so bad. I said, I ain't writing this down. This will not be on paper. You are not going to do this to us. Okay? Us is not going to do this to us. Now, you got me at the mirror. I had a whole emotional moment, a breakthrough of clarity with myself. Enough is enough. You can stop reading me. I will check in with you in a day or two. Okay? Sometimes you got to tell yourself that to self. But what you will see start to happen is that they ride with you. You ride with you. You, yourself, and yourself again. You will start hearing yourself. Those messages will become so clear. So clear. Do that work for you. Doing the work for you. Right, Ken. Look, this is a journey for me. I am taking this journey with you, but I'm still on the journey. If you ever get a teacher or an instructor that is obnoxious, narcissistic, they have arrived in this. Oh, they still got work to do. I have not arrived anywhere yet. I'm still on the climb. I really am. I am. So as I'm teaching, I want my students to know I'm going on this journey with you. I'm going on it with you. I am going to not only teach, but I'm looking forward to what I'm going to learn, because my journey is eternal. And that's what it is. But you do owe it to yourself. All of you owe yourselves that. I now know what the cliche means when they say you got to love yourself first. So many people say that. It's in so many songs, and they have absolutely no clue what that means. Because Lori ain't always nice. Lori ain't always nice. Lori's not always sweet. Okay, Hala Nuru ain't always the light. Now it's a little glimmer. The flicker doesn't go anywhere. Oh, thank you, Ken. But so are you. So are you. You all, I tell you, I love you all so much. But you are worth it. You are worth it to yourself. You don't need anybody else to validate you. You don't need anybody else's validation or affirmation. You need to be able to do that for you. How can somebody outside of you give you the okay about you? Come on now. But again, guess what? I had to learn that too. Love my husband, and his opinion matters to me. Good man. But my opinion about me and my love for myself means more to me. And that doesn't degrade or demean anything that he gives me, the way that he loves me and the things that he does for me, in no way, shape, or form. But I could not receive those things if I didn't learn how to love me, if I didn't learn how to forgive me. Some of y'all on here need to forgive yourselves. Some of you are holding on to some things that they got a hold of you, and the person that did it ain't thinking about you. They're not losing any sleep. They haven't given it a second thought. But you over here losing sleep. Do not allow people to live rent-free in your head or your heart at all. And if you do allow them to do that, take what comes with it. But anyway, y'all, I'm telling you, see, I'm about to pass that collection plate. Let me put that cash up there. That's right. Period. And what? Period. Period. Oh, is it? Look, for me too. I keep telling I believe the best teachers in life and even the best healers in life understand that they are still students and they are still healing. And I am. And I want to take that journey with you. You know, I want us to be able to be accountable in love with one another, to elevate each other. It's enough, unfortunately. And some of them will probably come through my classroom doors, and that's fine. But unfortunately, we have enough bitter, broken sisters out here. Okay, that are going to, because they are where they are in their life and in their journey and in their process, because of that, they can only act in that space. They can only react to how they are in that space. And that's fine. You know, that's fine. But I don't want to be that. I want to uplift. I want to elevate. I want to celebrate my sisters. I want to cheer for you as you grow and you attain your accomplishments and your goals. You know, to know it just really just hit me that when these students come in, these are all going to be women that I am going to be able to watch grow and elevate and come out of things and birth new things. And I am so grateful for that. I don't take that for granted at all. I don't take that for granted at all. I don't take you all spending your Friday nights right here with me for granted at all. I have all gratitude to the Most High and the ancestors for having y'all come through. I really do. And for anything that you can get or got from tonight, because it's all in love. And anything I say, I always want it to be for the upliftment of not just my sisters or myself, but my people. That's my goal. That is one of my prayers. So, you know, I'm actually next Friday. I don't know why I didn't mention this either. I didn't put it on the list. But next Friday, the 22nd at 8 p.m., I am giving a free session on one of the topics and areas that I will be covering in the self-care course. I want you all to be able to come and have that experience with me. I want us to be able to sit together and come just like, look, y'all know me. Some of y'all know, most of y'all know me. Come as you are, bonnets on, you know, if you want to come with the beat face, however you're comfortable, however you show up. But come, go to the website. Let me scroll back. You know, oh, and while I scroll back up here, because when things come to me, I have to speak them. Write it down. Write the vision and make it plain. I think that's Habakkuk 2 and 2. I think that's Habakkuk 2 and 2. It's somewhere in there. But, you know, one of the books that will be forever be my resource is the Bible, the Quran. There's so many other books that I use, but the Bible is my foundation. So whoever that is for, I know part of it is for me. Write the vision, write your visions. And if you stopped writing them, if you stop writing stuff down, then this message is for you. Get back to it. Get the pen, the pad, the paper, and even take a little bit to carry with you in your purse so that you can write these things down and see them and manifest them for yourself. You know, what I have realized, it was you, Ken. I love you. But what I have realized is that I looked at a list I typed up and laminated, and didn't even take, it's on my altar space. I hadn't even looked at it. And when I looked at it, I went into gratitude and tears. Ooh, come on, y'all. Y'all got me the other day. Y'all ain't gonna get me right now. I went into gratitude because there are so many things on that list that I've already accomplished. And I don't just want you to write it down, just to write it down and to manifest it, but I want you to write it down so that you can look at that list and look when those rough times hit you. You can look at that list and you can say, look at what I've done, though. Look at how far I've come. And even with the women that are in this room right now, look at how far you have come. I have had the blessed privilege of watching each one of you and the continued honor to watch each one of you continue to grow. And if you get stuck, so if you get inconsistent, so you are human. It is okay. It is all right. As long as you get back to it. Don't stay down long. It's okay if you got to take a minute. It's okay if you have to say, whoo, I had to do it the other day. I am in school and I have been out of school for 20 years. There was a level of naivete that I had when I went into school. I'm very transparent. But I'm determined. And not only am I determined, I know I can do this. And I know I'm supposed to do this. But I got so down on myself the other day because I just couldn't. I couldn't look at the computer anymore. I couldn't read the chapters anymore. I couldn't type anything anymore. And I started to feel so bad just laying there like, yo, I'm being lazy. I'm being inconsistent. I'm falling back into old habits. And I had to, let me put my ocean sounds on. Let me get my sound bowl out and let me ground and get back to myself. Because I'm feeding myself a false narrative and I have a right to have grace with myself. And I have a right to say, I don't have the capacity right now and I'm stepping away. But I am a step back in a timely enough fashion to accomplish my goal. It's okay. You know, so you put notebook in my bag. Hello. Now you know. Now you know. It is for you. And look, I'm so glad y'all showed up tonight because now you know why that notebook is in your bag. Get the writing. Right. The capacity. If you don't have the capacity, it's okay. You are human. But understand when you voice that, everybody may not understand. So I can do what I can do, and I can't do what I can't. And I'm not going to put myself in any type of a situation or mental health break or whatever the situation may be, just so you get what you need. And then I'm still left unfilled, empty, and everything else. No, there's no reward in that. And that dishonors your ancestors. They didn't call you out of your lineage for you to break generational cycles and heal the generational trauma that's taking place, for you to beat up on yourself, for you to run yourself into the ground. There is no honor in that. And if God says that he desires, or the Most High says that they desire that you have life and you have it more abundantly, how are you abundantly having life when you are not serving yourself? When you are not taking care of yourself mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually? That doesn't honor anybody. No, you have a right to do that. So, and what? Exactly. And that's how you say it. So, what? Just like that. Everybody's not going to understand, and they don't have to. And it's not your responsibility to make them understand. Those that are meant for you, they'll be there. Those are meant to fall away, because there will be people that fall away. Then they will fall away. And it's okay. It's still all love. I've told people, and I've told this story before, you know, there were certain people, everybody doesn't have the same amount of access to me as even the people in this room right now, as you all would have. They don't have that. At one time they did, which was on me, because it leads people to think that your relationship is a little bit something more than it is. And then they expect whenever they have their issues or their problems that they can always pick up the phone and call you. Because like I said earlier, you're going to pick up, you're going to talk, you're going to listen. You might be on the other end of the phone looking like this. Why she keep calling me? Oh my God. And when I said, hey, sweetie, oh, you do? You need to talk? Okay, that's not a problem. I tell you what, do you want to just do a simple Cash App real quick? Or do you want to book it on my site? If you book it on my site, just go under consultation. And that turned into, what you mean? What do you mean? This is like the second or third time I've had to have this conversation. Nah, I don't do this. This is my family time. This is my downtime. If you need to communicate with me about an issue or something that is going on with you, then that for me is a consultation, and that has a fee, because this is time away from my family and my work, the other things that I need to do. And I can be here for you, but this is how I have to do it. But I thought that we were friends, and I thought, you cool. I don't have an issue with you. It's no beef with you. If that's what you think, that's not what it is. But I have to maintain my boundaries. People don't like that. So it's not for them to like. It's not for me to make you like it. You can talk about, and they can say whatever they want to about you. I have had people go, but boo, they said such and such. And first of all, were you a part of the conversation? Or did they say that to other people? Oh, so now they're talking about you. That's fine. That's even more of a reason to say, so what? Have a good one. God bless you. And look, John, I had it's one of the things where it's so sometimes you do have to look and say, oh, girl, fuck you. Have a good one and keep it moving. This is no. Ooh. You have a right to protect yourself. You know? No. You need that to be a 4-week session. Look, I'm looking at as much talking as I've done about it tonight, right? Maybe we should have expanded that one a little bit more. You know what? We'll go into it deeper, Kiwana, on the second half with the second half of the curriculum that I have to get started on. We're gonna go into it a little deeper there. That's right, Carol. We're gonna have a class on how to say it. So what? You know, that's what we'll do. We'll go into it, because even tonight, thank you. Look, even tonight, this was not my intention. It has been wonderful. But this is what I mean when I say spirit moves, how spirit moves. And the classes would be no different. However, we have the foundation. Thank you to my lovely love, Dr. Kenwana. You know, one of the parts of our 3-part team with the curriculum team. My sister, Dr. Ron Hawkins, being the other one. You know, you know what? I think I am going to name it exactly that. Yes, exactly that. But I'm excited. I'm so excited. I appreciate all you guys' love and support. This night has been absolutely wonderful. It really has. And it really, I was cool. I was good. I had a very long day. Not a negative one, but just long. And this just boosted me, gave me a little bit of a boost, you know, that I needed. I hope you all got the boost that you needed. And I love you all so much. I can't say that enough. I cannot say how much I appreciate you all so much. And this is the beginning of the beginning of the other beginning of the beginning again. So I will be back here on Friday, 8 p.m. I think there are, oh my gosh, let me see. I think there are 10 or 11 seats left for the class. It's a free class, 8 p.m. Come on and join us. Go to my website and you can book it. It says, I believe, special self-care class. It's free. Come on in. I can't wait to see you guys. I really can't. Thank you for spending this part of the night with me. I love you forever too, boo. I truly do. I truly do. Kiwana's going to be there. I know, I believe Ja's going to be there. Carol, I think, are you better? If you're not there, you better. If you can be there. So I love you guys. I'm gonna go before I get into the second half of my sermon, and then y'all gonna be like, okay, we love you, but damn, we get it. So you got to know when to leave. A lady always knows when to make her exit. So I love you guys. I love you, goddesses. I love you. Have a great rest of your weekend. Be safe. Again, I hope I see you here next Friday at 8 p.m. I love you to life. I love you to life. I love you to life. I know Carol's ready. I love you. I love you. I love you. All right, guys. Have a great night. I will see you soon. Mwah.